shadows out past God knows just for the night. And everyone wants to be by your side. Nobody has to be reminded how to live and how to die. And you've been standing on shadows, hanging from gallows, silently sleeping in life. And you take those words of forever, put them on your walls and forget about the past for a while, a long, long time. Everyone knows how to feel, how to live. Nobody takes what you say so literally anymore. Okay, all right. Thought I might draw for a little bit. My name is not important, but what I leave behind in my wake is. For some, anyways. Little worms everywhere. Just trying to take us over. It's all about connecting the worms. Sometimes I have to go over the same line several times just to get the exact edge that I'm looking for. It's not like you can just draw one little thing and move on. I'm expecting company. Hello, Daltons. Oh, how the heck are you? I forgot how to speak. I forgot how to talk. And I think I'm off to a good start. Looks like we're almost out of bubblegum, am I right? Oh, that's a very creative way of saying you guys rocked. And this is a very clever way of saying thank you. Yes, we are the shit and stuff. That was my old friend who we used to play music when we were together. We used to play music when we were I was like 17 years old. So it's been like 28 years since me and that guy have played music together. And we were just, it was all improv. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I shoot from the hip. And I would never lead my friends or my fans astray. Not at their expense anyways. I always think about new and improved ways of entertaining people because I'm a fucking jester. That's what I do. It took me a long time to realize what I was. Sometimes I can be shy, sometimes I can be angry, sometimes I can be outgoing, sometimes I can be what the fuck ever. But I'm 100% a trickster and a goof, and that's what I'll be remembered for. It won't be for all the horrible, miserable, tragic things that I did in this life. No, it'll be for the dick and fart jokes, friends. And you'll be right there with me, all of you. He was wearing like a shawl over his face. It was kind of funny. He does play the drums really good, but that was just my crappy old drum set. So he did really well with how shitty the drums were that he had to work with. Earthquake. Whoa. Oh. An apple. An apple with the face. That gives me an idea. Apples with faces. Apple with a face. Apples and peaches. Apples with a face. Hello, Benito. Over the cruise. La 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 la. Apple with a face without a head. Apple with a face sing it without a name, without a... Everybody is eating apples, yeah that's right, looking good. Everybody's eating apples on the front porch like it's Hollywood. Apples in the morning, apples at lunch, apples in the evening, what's for dinner, hun? Alright, I'll tell you what's for dinner. Apples with faces, apples with names, apples going places, looking for fame. Oh, I kind of went overboard on that one. Where's my water? Oh, there it is. I hope somebody was writing that down. Apple, rice, and pasta. Apples in my spaghetti and jeans. In my DNA. I like to give my songs a nice little guitar intro. It's hard to not do that when you have a nylon string, because anything you do on a nylon string sounds cool. Well, I didn't learn it. I sent away. It was a sweepstakes. There was an ad in the mail for, hey, do you want to be a famous artist? And so it said, send $10 in cash in an envelope to this address at this certain time on this date. And I did. I put $10 in an envelope. I waited 6 months until the date came around and the time, and I put it in the mailbox. And then 20 minutes later, this man came up behind me and stabbed me in the neck with some kind of syringe. I don't know what was in the syringe, but when I woke up, I was on an island. And they were teaching me, they taught me how to do this. So I guess you're right. I guess the question was how I learned this. They taught me how to do this, the people at the facility on the island. That was a long time ago. That was 77 years ago. On an island far, far away. It took everything in me. It took my flippers, my gills, and everything I had inside of me, my courage, my love, my hope, to escape that island, Benito. But escape I did. And here I am today to tell you the tale of how you can escape that island as well. Sorry, I didn't want to get emotional. I didn't think I could. Yet here I am bumbling like a baby. You deserve better. It's Benito. It's Benito. Bonito is something else. Bonito is actually handsome, I imagine. El guapo, you know? ¿Cómo se dice? Damn! In Espanol? Yep, it is still there, and it's consideringly rusting. The salt water. It's practically a Tropicana can. Wait. I was thinking the drink, not the place. Is that a place? Tropicana? Or is that just a racist thing that white people say? Because I'm white, and I'm trying to check to see if I'm racist or not, and I think if I knew the answer to that question, I would know the meaning, of life. And then we could all die happily ever after. Hey, sorry? Yeah, Terry. Hey, you're getting kind of dark. Can you get positive? Like, get happy. Yeah, just don't be so dark and just draw. Keep drawing. Oh. Yeah, no problem, Terry. Terry, as most of you know, Terry's my my awesome producer. Hangs on my every word, really, and I on his. There's a bucket list going around the office right now, and I have yet to put in my 2 cents. What do you guys think I should put into it? Like, crossing off bucket lists? I think that should be that should be like the first thing you do. Don't make bucket lists. Yeah. Just everything you do with intention and do it with low gravity orbit mentality, and you will see good things start to happen for you once the doors of life and the cosmic eye and the eardrum of the butthole of the universe come together and clap with a big bang right up the middle. And we're all going to live happily ever after. Amen. Hallelujah. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, that was my sponsor for this week. Royally Effed. Royally Effed is the pill that you take in the morning. Before you go to work, you feel better by evening. By the time you get off work, you feel so much better. I don't know why I just got up. I just stood up and walked away. Don't. The first rule, or the third rule of Art Club Vegan is that you don't contradict me. Have you not seen the Art Club rule list? It's a great big wonderful bucket list of to-dos and not to-dos. Number 2 and number 17 being don't make lists called bucket lists or lists of any kind because no, it's not. I don't have any control over those lists. If anything, you've got to follow my list, and that's quite a rule. But it's in there. It's all in the fine print. You did sign the contract when you became a cult member. You do remember that, don't you? The day you all got here, I was lonely, I was broke, I was spiritually dead inside. But then my friend showed up on my lawn, I didn't have the heart to say goodbye. There's people in the garden, making shadows with their bodies. Cheapest cult in town to join, so won't you come and join the party? Yeah, there was under one that we were working on the other day. There it goes. And remember when all the people were laughing and stuff, and we got the last word because the big hand came down from the sky and poked their little heads like they were Alabama ticks. And those are the kind of ticks you don't want to give you a little bite on the neck. They will drain you within minutes. I was there, god dang it. I seen it. I seen what they do in the dark and in the light. Who is a little crazy? What are you guys doing? Never said anything. Never said anything, Fox. Oh, well, no, I didn't say Fox. I said Fox. Seriously, Fox. Fox. Oh, he said Fox. I said Fox. I'm just a little old man yelling at the world in front of me. Sorry, friends. I've got some kind of a summer, late spring, summer cold going on. I sound like a dying radio with the battery less than 22%. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. I've often wondered who it is that actually draws this crap. Because it's not me. Sometimes I'll wake up the next day and see what I drew, and I'm just like, what the hell? I drew all that? That's the best part about it. You don't have to answer questions about it when you don't even know who the hell did it in the first place. Any serial killers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Mad Max. Mad 2. What? Huh? Night eaten. Yeah, dang, New York. I've never. What is that? Was that a city or something? New York? Or is that the end of one sentence and the beginning of another one? Or is that one big long sentence? Benny, oh, I am just kind of confused, is all. Mm-hmm. Divine badassery. That's right, I said it. We came here to do several things, and a few of them was chewing bubblegum and being badasses. And I think we're almost out of being wait, no. We're almost out of, we're pretty good on chewing. No, that's not it. We like to eat, no, that's not it either. We're almost out of chewing gum. Bubblegum. Bubblegum sounds better because you can blow bubbles with it. And people like it because it reminds them of being a kid again. And trading baseball cards with your friends and playing marbles in the dirt. And chewing on broken glass and looking in the sewers after Ninja Turtles. And hearing things in the sewers and running after them in the dark and getting lost and finding a whole different kind of civilization that you had no idea even existed in the first place. And you live with them for several decades until they return you several million years later to the exact same spot that you went missing 42 years ago in real human life. And then you get out of the sewer and you come back and you're 92 years old. And here you are, you know how to draw, but you missed a bunch of time and all your friends are old or even dead. Maybe. At least that's what happened to me. I don't know what happened with you all. This just happened like 20 minutes ago. I'm telling you, it's dangerous. Art is a dangerous thing. It really is, Benito. I am not even joking about it. I laugh when I'm nervous. Yeah. Bubblegum memories. Bubblegum memories. Bubble butt memories. About him, but only 1%. Benny, who are you talking about again? Are you talking about the angels? Because I'm talking about the angels too. And I like to think that we're talking about thinking about the same thing. Who's talking about the angels? Who's talking about those angels? Get on down to heaven down. Who's talking about those angels? Me and Benito here in the stream. That's what we like to talk about sometimes, folks. We talk about guardian angels. I know I've got a few. And they don't look like exactly what you might think they do either. They're just like these wheels of eyeballs that turn ferociously, with gnarling and gnashing teeth on the inside like razor blades, and several hundred wings and feathers sharp as obsidian, just poking out and jutting everywhere, and the whole thing is just absolutely on fire, and there's dead bones sticking out of the whole thing, and eyeballs, and on fire. It's quite beautiful angel. It's a quite beautiful angel. Perfectly depicted. Keeps me safe at night. Warm and fuzzies. That's what it's all about. Getting those warm and fuzzies. Getting those warm and fuzzies. You know that song? God dang. I gotta do all the heavy lifting around here. I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about the lazy bums out here around here acting like they're producing my show when they don't even lift a finger. They're all just sitting around here watching me or even on their phone right now. Sometimes you just gotta do it all yourself. And that's what the whole DIY ethos is all about after all. You know that shit. You gotta be yourself at the end of the day. You gotta be yourself in front of other people. You gotta grow some limbs out the bottom of a the time, all the time, and time does not exist. All right. That was a song called Life is One Big Long Day. And this is the sunset of my autumn. It's a long name for a song, but I figured I would give it a shot. A shot in the dark. Well, you can call me Grubb. Or you can call me Storie. Or you can... I'm not sure who Max is. But that's dangerous anyways. Because I'm maximum radness. That's what they used to call me back in high school. I was maximum radical. Or cool man. They called me cool man back in grade school. And then when I was about in kindergarten, maybe about 4 years old or 5 years old, they called me badass. They said, "Hey, badass," and I would say, "Hey, everybody," and they would all cheer as I walked in the room. At least that's what my mom told me. I don't quite remember my childhood. I don't remember anything. I don't remember. She says that I was born in the redwoods in a basket, and they sent me downstream, and I was raised by a king. But then the king passed away, and I got the throne, but I didn't know what to do with the throne because all I wanted was home. I didn't care about the money. I just wanted to be funny. But nobody around me listened. So off on the river again I went, all alone, all the way down, until I found a really cool little town, and I disappeared into the water well, and I listened carefully until all hell broke loose. And then I left town again with all the rats leading the way. And we lived happily ever after, the end. Or at least I think pretty sure that's what happened. Somebody was recording it at the time. I came here to do two things, everybody. Kick some ass and say hello to Niccolo. Oh, hey, Niccolo. I pronounced that wrong, I'm sure. But I came here to do three things. Chew some bubblegum, kick some ass, and mispronounce Niccolo's name. Looks like I'm almost out of kicking some ass. I'm an ass-kicking mother farmer. Mother farming in the hills of North Dakota again, living with the oxens, riding on the horse's head. Italy. Well, greetings, Niccolo. I am Storie from Earth. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I'm obviously joking. Hello from California, friend. I'm in California. 30 miles from the Pacific Ocean. 2 miles from a place called Demonville, where I go sometimes to party. But once you cross the county line, everything is different. Oh, it goes on and on and on. But I'm not going to go into that here. That would get old. What I will say is that it's nice to see everybody today, and I really appreciate the company. And I think you're all pretty cool too. Not that you didn't already know that. I'm sure you already knew that. I'm sure people tell you that you're cool all the time. But I'm here to just remind you that you are. And that you have the power of the universe within those little ears of yours right there. You all have the power to fight gods and create universes inside your little brains. And I believe in you. And I think you are the gift that keeps on giving. All of you. Every single last one of ya. Weird ass little humans. Critters from another litter. My people. My weird ass people. Mafia investigates Brooklyn, Tiger Heights, 1980s. Wow. Wait, what? What? Is that true? Because I'm one of those. I was part of the mafia myself. Yeah, I did dishes. I did dishes in a kitchen, and that's it. I did dishes in the kitchen once. So I'm pretty sure that makes me a made man. I'm a maid. I'm a maid. Not a made man, but more like a maid. Like I clean up the house and stuff. So I'm just a made person. Gender doesn't have to be a thing at all with that. It's just a maid doesn't have to be a gay guy or a girl. I was a maid. I was a maid. I was just a maid. Okay. A merman. Merman. A maid man. Oh gosh. Somebody out there just put a hit on me. Hey, you know this guy, Storie Grubb? Nah, never heard of him. Why? He's over there in California. He's saying stuff about it. He's saying this isn't been the mafia. Why are you talking like that, man? What do you mean? This is how I always talk. No, it's not, man. No, it's not. You sound different. You're doing something weird, man. What do you mean? I'm doing something weird. What do you mean? I'm just playing. Maiden. That's a good one. I'm a maiden. No, you're not, man. It's not what you think it means. Mad Max. The X is silent. Mad. The grunt is silent. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So Mad No, it's just Mad Ma. Mad Ma. I can't do that. It's impossible. Who taught you how to live? The streets, man. What streets? That one over there, dude. Look at it. Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. I can see that. What other streets, though, man? I don't want to talk about it. Avenue. That's where I grew up. And that's where I'm gonna die. Me and my family. In the great earthquake. 5 years from now. Oh, you're one of them, huh? One of them who? One of those people who can see into the future. Well, if you want to say it like that, I guess I am one of them people. What's it to ya? Can you tell me where I'm gonna be during the earthquake? Are we gonna be okay? No, you're gonna die, man. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna change my plans and we're gonna get out of town. I would do that if I were you. Thank you. No, you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm just sitting here in the middle of these two people just arguing for no reason. I'm just a casualty of all this, an innocent bystander, caught in the middle. My weirdest voice. What do I think of graffiti artists? Mad Max, is that who the graffiti artist is? Or just graffiti artists in general? Because I have more respect for graffiti artists than I do for most gallery artists. I have mad respect for graffiti artists, and I love graffiti to my heart and soul, just like I do skateboarding. I don't know how to skate, and I would be a horrible graffiti artist, but undying love, unconditional love. My strangest voice would be a baby. You would be a crying baby, Spidey. But I don't know if you're ready for it. I don't know if you're ready for it. So I'll go across the room and do it because it is kind of loud. Okay, give me 1 second. That's my weirdest voice. It's a baby. It's a baby. It's a bouncing baby boy. How do you know he bounces? Don't ask. Okay. Okay, dokie. It's time we put the biscuits to the metal, friends. We combined forces, joined our resources, and took to the winds. Don't ever settle for anything. Fight for who you are. Fight for those who have no voice. Fight for those who have no power. And you will always be on the winning side. And god dang it, cut yourself some slack. Everybody knows everybody's their own worst critic. You've got to be careful. You've got to be compassionate with your own self. It's easy to destroy oneself. You just got to look past all that anger. You've got to get rid of it. You've got to pass it along. Anger turns to fear. Fear turns to hate. Hate turns to fun. but not very long fun. Maybe like 20 minutes worth. Where you're just like, don't give any more Fs about anything. And it feels quite good. But only for like 24 minutes or so. Whatever. And then you cast it out into the ocean, into the sea, into the undying lands, and the uncharted lavatories of tomorrow. Laboratories, I like to call them. It's where I go to learn. Create sciences and stuff. The four winds are calling us, Benito. I think you know that. Of the cruise. It doesn't take Ralph Macchio to tell us which way the west and the fourth winds blow. Or how to even talk. I had to relearn how to talk in the last 26 minutes while I was outside in the wind. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. The wind? Yeah, the wind. It blew my mind. Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm not doing anything. I'm just making circles with the air. Just trying to dry it off there. There we go. Perfect. Let's give it a little antenna here. Some kind of distraction. I hope everybody's safe and happy or feeling better or doing something creative. When I'm frustrated or anxious or angry or happy or sad or hungry or hopeful or breathing, I like to draw. It helps me feel grounded and like I'm doing something that I was put here to do. For some reason, this was what life chose for me from a very early age. And it makes me feel human. Well, while making me feel like an absolute alien. And that's the best part of it, too. Is that you don't have to answer to anybody when it comes to this kind of stuff. Sure, you might have to answer for like taxes or, taking the garbage, like missing the garbage date where you miss, or like murder, are they ever going to find the bodies, that kind of stuff. But with this kind of thing, you always have control. No one's going to find the bodies here, friends. I mean, check out the trash or whatever. That kind of stuff. You got to be smart. You're one step ahead of the cops. I mean, that your creative blocks. This is where I come to be honest. And shake things up. A good I think always have thought too that a good artist, or anyways the kind of artists that I like or that I'm drawn to, they tell you everything without opening their mouths, or they tell you exactly how they're feeling just by how they put something on paper, or how they express it in a song or something. That's why art is very important. It gives us all that chance to feel that kind of freedom and that kind of knowing and that kind of power. It's a very important thing. You should pay attention to it the next time it hits you, that inspiration, that need to sing along to something. Pay attention to what is the driving force behind it, and focus on that thing, that pulse, that beat, that rhythm, whatever it is, that pattern. Focus on it and keep focusing on it as long as you can. Life's way too short to not focus on the beat. And get into the zone, and you feel the rhythm of the universe at the tips of your fingers. Even if it's just for a few seconds, give yourself that much. It's kind of like lucid dreaming in a way. And also just giving into it. You gotta give into it. That's what the zone is. It's letting go and letting the universe take over. Never forget to be yourself too. And I'll fight for you to be yourself. I'll always be there. And there's a lot of people like me who will always encourage you to be yourself, especially in a creative way. Always be yourself. There we go. I got a little bit of stuff done. Now I'm gonna go back in and rest for a little bit longer. I have a big few days in front of me. I'm gonna need to rest a bit. But I hope this message finds everybody well and taken care of. And don't forget to drink some water and be kind to yourself. I'll try to do the same. Be creative. Think outside the box. Thank you, Pastor. You too. And everybody out there, take care. Later, Benito. It was good talking to you. Everybody else, take care. Spidey, I hope I satisfied your question. There was also Nicolo and, oh yeah, vegan dolls. See you guys.